Hello everyone, it's Mary. Welcome back to my channel. So I am diving into Hero Arts, their newest card kit, the September one, and I am loving it. It is so pretty, probably because I am absolutely in love with fall. Before I get into the card, I kind of wanted to show you a little bit about how I try to do multiple cards with one set. I'll take a scratch piece of paper and I'll just jot down some ideas. They probably make no sense to someone else looking at them, but they will trigger things in my mind as I pick that sheet up and start working. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some fall-like colors. I have them listed for you. And I am going to do some ink blending. These are Oxide, Distress Oxide inks on Bristol smooth paper as well as Canson XL. So you'll see both get done. They both come out very similarly. The blending on these cardstocks is just wonderful. Plus with the oxides, it's like the perfect match, I tell you. So here what I'm doing is I'm going to be doing some heat embossing, and so I want to test out my paper because oxides stay wet longer, and so it's important that I don't have that ink still wet holding on to that powder. So I'm just testing it out there, making sure it's good to go, and then I'm going to test, stamp my sentiments on both of these card panels. I'm going to be using on one Recollections Gold and on the other some Ranger Black Sparkly. They're both sparkly, but so I'm going to be doing two stark different panels here, okay? The I Am Grateful sentiment is being used in both. I'm going to speed through this process here because it's very simple, just using Versamark sticky ink, and that's going to be used in order to hold on my embossing powder. And then I'm just going to pour all that beautiful black glittery goodness all over my panel. You've seen me use this black sparkle powder before, and I absolutely love it. It's really making it pop off the page. So especially against all of those really pretty fall colors. So next one I'm going to do, after I use my Wagner heat tool, which by the way is the best heat tool ever. Well, okay, in fairness, I can only compare two, but this one is the better of the two. So there you have it. Love it. It's amazing. All right, so I'm heating that up, making it good to go. And my second panel, I'm going to be using the small pumpkin that came in the set. Now, both of these pumpkins are the final step in the layering process for their shape. So you have 3 layers of each of these shapes. I have taken the final step, which is the most outlined, and I am using it for my card here. So I am going to put those all over, get that gold powder all over the panel, and then I'm going to heat set that one as well. I couldn't decide really if I wanted to do the black or the gold, and so I figured it's my table, right? I can do what I want. And so I just decided to do one of each. And I was so happy that I did because I couldn't tell you which one I liked better. You could tell me which one you like better. I'd love to hear that. So once that's all heat set and ready to go, the next thing that I'm going to do is try to figure out how I want to put this panel together. And ultimately I decided to take out some Lawn Fawn rectangle stitched dies, and I'm going to cut these panels down. I'm going to do that so I can lay it on some Stampin' Up! Crushed Curry, I believe is the color that I'm using, to use as a backing mat. So I finally figure out what I want to do with my life, and I am going to pull out that Crushed Curry, cut it down so that it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and that's going to be the standard A2 size. I usually only make standard A2 size. It's very, very rare that I make something different. I am a creature of habit, I suppose. So I'm figuring out here, I'm going to cut both. Actually, I cut down the smaller panel, but then I put the stitching in the larger panel. So that's the sizes that come with the Lawn Fawn. So I'm putting my card together using some mono adhesive here. Love this stuff. It gives me some wiggle room as I'm laying down my card projects because I need a little wiggle room. Sometimes the really super sticky stuff, you really got to commit. You're going to commit once you put that down. All right, so I used an oval die to pop out the sentiment, and then I'm just going to add that on top just to give it a little bit of dimension. And here I am using glossy accents. I put this all over the pumpkins. You'll see in the still shots that makes the colors underneath the pumpkin really pop out, so they don't really get subdued as much. And I really like how that turned out. So you see all of those pumpkins have glossy accents all over them. So that was the final touch for those cards. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to hit subscribe to see more videos coming your way with this Hero Arts kit. And if you want to see me on other forums, you can see listed below, as well as all the goodies I used. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.